one quote that Warren Bennis came up with is that most losing organizations are overmanaged and underled. And a question you might like to ask yourselves is your company managed or is it led? And I would argue that most management skills fall into the category of hard skills and leadership skills fall into the category of soft skills, or sometimes known as emotional intelligence or EQ. So let me talk a little bit about this, because for us at Warren Business Consulting, this is the key leadership development challenge for oil and gas firms, and it's a core part of our leadership course. In the early stages of our career in the industry, it's the hard skills that matter: geology, seismic, engineering, petrochemistry, geochemistry, law, accounting, whatever it might be. These are the qualifications that get you into the industry and onto the career ladder. But as your career develops and you broaden out into a wider, more general corporate position, and you're managing people with other qualifications and in other functions, these hard skills are no longer enough. Either they're taken for granted because of your experience, or, as often happens, people in other functions with their own qualifications, their own hard skills, don't really care too much about your hard skills. And it's here, at the leadership level, that soft skills come into play. Another way of looking at this is the distinction between command and control and servant leadership. Servant leadership has been around for a long time, but has been gaining traction recently. If you think back to the oil industry of the 60s and 70s and the 80s and 90s, the conventional culture style was very much directive. Imagine a drilling manager barking questions at a geologist or petrophysicist wanting fast answers. It was command and control, top-down, instructions flowing from the management. The servant leader model reverses this, and the leader is there to support their followers, enabling, empowering, and trusting them to do their best. And I'm not going to say one is better than the other or one is right or wrong. Which is more appropriate will depend on both the situation, but also the culture and style of the organization and even the country or region that you're operating in. The hard skill of leadership, if you like, as we talked about earlier, is setting the strategy, understanding where the company needs to go and what's the vision for growth. And this will often involve change. And we heard this morning about the importance of change as far as digital work is concerned. And this is often where leaders will find there's a clash between their strategy and the culture of the organization that they are leading. The culture of an organization is set by the values, the behaviors, the history, and the traditions of its employees. And if there's a conflict between strategy and culture, culture will beat strategy every single time.